Joseph Robert Kerry, known as Bob, grew up in Lincoln, Nebraska, graduating from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln in 1966, with intentions of becoming a pharmacist. By that time, the situation in Vietnam was escalating into full-blown war, with hundreds of thousands of Americans deployed. Rather than wait to be drafted, upon graduation, Kerry enlisted in the U.S. Navy and soon became an officer with the elite Navy SEALs. Lieutenant Kerry arrived in Vietnam in 1968, leader of a squadron that dubbed itself Kerry's Raiders. On March 14, 1969, intelligence learned that a Viet Cong unit had infiltrated a village on an island near Nha Trang Bay and was killing civilians. Kerry was ordered to lead his men on a midnight mission to neutralize the enemy and capture its leaders. Upon landing, Kerry split his men into two teams and scaled a 350-foot cliff to approach from above. Nearing the enemy camp, Kerry and his men were spotted, and a maelstrom of fire erupted. In the action, a grenade exploded at Lieutenant Kerry's feet, knocking him backward and leaving him grievously wounded. Still, he ignored his injuries to call in fire support, trapping the enemy fighters. Applying a tourniquet to his wounded left leg and giving himself a shot of morphine, Lieutenant Kerry reorganized the defense, displaying calm control as they routed the enemy and captured prisoners. He continued to direct his men, barely conscious, until they were evacuated. Lieutenant Kerry spent 8 months in the hospital recovering from the wounds that would result in the loss of his leg, ending his naval service. At the White House on May 14, 1970, Bob Kerry would be presented our nation's highest military award, the Medal of Honor. In 1972, he met fellow Medal of Honor recipient and hero of Vietnam, Joe Hooper. After leaving the Navy, Bob Kerry would embark on a career in business, leading him back home to Nebraska as its 35th governor. He was elected to the United States Senate in 1988, where he served until 2001. Through his military service and honors, Bob Kerry has served as a symbol of the valor and sacrifice of his comrades in arms. Through his continued service to his country, Senator Kerry has earned admiration and respect from both sides of the aisle. It is for this service, during and since Vietnam, that Senator Bob Kerry is recognized as recipient of the Joe Ronnie Hooper Award.